welcome to
Tush
Tush
twins.
Twins. I don't know whether to say the Tush Twins, but it's Tush Twins.
We are
Heard
No,
the
the
one and only the Tush
Tush
Twins.
Twins. Heard
the one and only. Yes.
heard
Oh,
exclusively on malcolmpresents.com,
the
a,
one,
a
the
streaming
only, the fabulous.
a streaming platform heard round the world and beyond.
Well, we're going to be doing before the end of the year. We're going to have a website, and it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
interactive. We're going to find somebody to do it, and that's what's we have to have a Tush Twins website. It has to
It's
happen.
time.
It's
It's
way
time.
overdue.
Anyway, and
And
they're the Tush Twins. Of course, is Maxine, who we call Max,
hi,
and Paula, who
Hi,
we call, what do we call you, Paula? Everything.
Rusty. Everyone calls me
redhead.
Rusty. Auntie Cuckoo, the redhead. Um,
Phil sometimes
who
called you
else?
Rust-Oleum for some
We're
reason.
still
Oh,
in.
Phil always called me Rust-Oleum, yes.
Sometimes, or
Or
or has
I'm the cuckoo.
the crazy cuckoo, crazy redhead, right? So,
Yeah.
And
yep.
and I'm sort of the
Hey,
zoo
who are you?
master.
No,
Yeah, you are the zoo master.
you are the left-leaning cheek.
Now I consider myself the zoo master, trying to tame you two wild animals.
Yes, you are the zoo master. That's us.
As I was saying, one of
Right.
your friends who was listening to the show, they say, "Hey, don't they ever let you get a word in edgewise?"
No.
No,
No,
Yeah,
you
the
both
sh-
agree on that one.
the show is the Tush twins, and again
and the
they're the
tush
left-leaning.
triplet.
Yeah, the extra
Well,
triplet.
so sometimes I feel, I'm the ringmaster. Sometimes I feel I have my whip and my gun.
Good, I get no guns, please.
No
We're
guns.
trying to get guns away. But if you want to do something funny, paintball, I don't know. Anyway,
Oh, I'm getting a
I
big
never did
silver
that.
water pistol.
I
what
don't
what
have
was that name of the zoo show when we were kids with
Circus
Kirshner?
boy?
No,
Oh,
no, no.
Claude Kirshner,
What
Terry
Kirshner?
Toon Circus.
Terry Toon Circus,
No, no, it
Yes.
wasn't Terry Toon
Claude
Circus.
Kirshner was Terry Toon
Terry Toon
Circus.
Circus?
something else. I don't
No,
know.
it was Claude Kirshner was Terry Toon
Yeah.
Circus.
They used to
But was
come
that
out like a,
And every night I had to go to bed at 7:30 because he said to go to bed, and I
right?
yeah.
listened to him. My parents were so happy when I listened to Claude Kirshner.
I never listened to bedtime restrictions.
Oh,
And
I know that. That's why I like
I
staying at
would
your
stay
house.
off. Till this day. I mean, I'm not going to sleep till 1:45, and I would watch Johnny Carson. I'd be like 10, and
I
and
know.
and my and I fall asleep with the TV on. So my father figured out I'm putting a timer on your TV, and then it was like, and then I begged him to let me see the monologue. So he put it on for 12 o'clock. But yeah, that didn't work out well. But anyway, so I'm going to start off with the song portion of this because I mean Malcolm
Yes.
wanted to talk about cars. We'll see how far we get it with all of this. But you called me and I couldn't take the first call, but then I called you back and you were hysterical
Yes.
laughing, and I'm like,
I couldn't stop.
so what's so funny?
what's so funny?
What was so funny?
We were listening to the Freddie Mercury tribute concert,
Mhm.
and they were playing. David Bowie was singing a song, and Dennis goes, "Wow, that song's amazing. Oh my God, I didn't know." And then he's going to me, "Can you play that song?" I said, "Which one?" "The one David Bowie was singing." "Which one?" He goes, "The one about the Jews." I go, "Excuse
The
me?" He
Jews?
goes, "Yeah,
Yeah, the
the
Jews.
Jews. Jews. Yeah, I hear about the Jews." And he goes, I didn't know he was so pro-Israel and Jew for the Jews. I'm going, "What song?" He goes, "That song he sang." And I'm thinking back of the songs. I go, "Oh my God." And I almost peed in my pants. I go, "All the young Jews carry the news, boogaloo news." He's going, "That's the song." I said, "No, it's all the young dudes, not the young Jews."
Oh my God. I mean,
And he
when you
goes,
told
"No,
me,
you're wrong. Play it." And I played it
okay,
on the on the whatchamacallit, Amazon Echo.
yeah.
And he goes, "Oh." It's dudes, isn't it?
It's dudes. It's absolutely dudes. I
So
mean,
now we changed all the words, so all the young Jews getting new shoes, Bloomingdale shoes, all the young
all the
girl
young
Jews.
Jews, they they have different views. Put five
Blowing
together
dude
and have
shoes.
different.
That's the Beatles song.
No, that's Mott the Hoople.
No, Hey Jew.
Oh, Hey Jew, that's another one. Hey Jew. That's why it's
Don't
my
make
favorite song.
Hey Jude, don't make it back. Oh man, I just what comes to mind is also the always to me is blinded by the light
Manford
and
Man.
for Man's Earth
Revved up
Band.
like a douche.
Right, revved up like a
Like a
douche, right,
douche.
in a minute, whatever, and everyone thinks the song says
A
revved up
douche.
like a douche.
A douche.
Okay,
It's
what is
called
it
Rev Up
really?
Like a it's Rev Up Like a Deuce
A
in Motor in
deuce.
the Night. Deuce is a car. It's
Deuce
from
is a
the
car,
hot
and it,
rods back there. It's
but
revving
but
up his deuce.
uh well, when I was looking at this and it said that first off that Springsteen wrote it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
As he said when we talked, and he wrote
Know
it
my music.
in response to request from Columbia Records president Clive Davis, who felt that his album lacked a potential single. So Springsteen said that he wrote the song by going through a rhyming dictionary and looking for words that fit. I guess revved up like a douche wasn't in there. But anyway, the phrase blinded by the light can mean being fascinated or astonished by something bright or brilliant. And the phrase revved up like a deuce can mean being excited or energized by something fast or
Mm-hmm.
powerful. A deuce is a slang term for the 1932 Ford Coupe, which was
Mm-hmm.
a popular hot rod.
Yep.
Malcolm, was the
See?
1932 Ford Coupe a popular hot
Yeah,
rod? It was
I have
before
one.
your time, but
I have one. I bought one of the first ones off the Ford rack,
did you in 32?
32.
Yeah, I
Where
don't
were you?
know.
Or you weren't born yet.
No, it was before Malcolm's time on this one. There you go.
What
At least
I didn't say it was this life.
right, it could
No.
have been your previous. But
Rev up
anyway,
like a
Well,
deuce.
I told you
Douche.
in previous lives, that because I have an affinity for songs from the 1930s and 1940s. Don't ask me why.
yeah, I know you told me that you have a
And I like
definite
all the artists from that period.
right.
I think I'm in love with Sophie Tucker.
So you still in love with
I
her?
love Sophie Tucker. She was
Well,
so good.
the last of the Red Hot Mamas.
Right, the
Yes,
last of
she
the Red Hot
was. I
Mamas.
thought I was, but she was the
No,
best.
Well, you're
she,
still the first of the Red Hot Mamas.
right.
Are you kidding? You didn't. Your Red Hot Maminess is still there.
Well, you're the last because you're still around.
I'm
You know,
still here,
but she's not the last.
and I
They
probably
have to
will not.
line up to get her.
No,
I'm the queen of effing everything.
You think?
Yeah,
Ruthie still is. You
she still
are.
is, but she gave me the title,
Yeah,
so
no.
I could use it.
Yeah.
right. As I say,
I'm not
she
quite
passed
sure.
on
Truthfully,
the title.
I say Abby is the
Abby's probably the queen of
I'm
effing
queen of
forgetting
everything.
there were some
everything.
rock and roll songs that they were wanted to ban because of the words. I'm forgetting what the lyrics were
That they wanted
They're
to
because
coming to
ban.
take me away. They're
it was
coming
supposed
to
to be
take me
vulgar.
away. Ha ha
Uh,
ho ho hee hee to the
to
funny
the funny
farm. That
farm
was
where life
Oh
that
is
yeah,
was
gay. Well,
taken
life is
away.
gay and also
Yay, and
sweet, and I can't wait to see their men in their clean white
my coats, and
trucks.
they're coming to take me away.
They laughed until they thought I was going completely out of my mind. Okay, and that's
I'm
what
right
was the
there.
song that said that the people were saying if you play it backwards, it said Beatles song. If you play it backwards, it says Paul is dead. Do you remember that?
yes,
Oh, that was on the
yes.
Sergeant Pepper's
So-
Lonely Hearts
Yeah.
Club
It said
Band that from that
if you
album.
play
Was
it
it?
backwards, it says Paul is dead.
It
Uh,
did no, it didn't.
You sure? You
100%.
think Paul wasn't dead? And this is a
I
sort of
don't
a
think Paul. I think he's unless that's AI.
AI.
No, Paul's not dead.
my Paul's not dead, and neither my cousin has gone to the last to all the Rolling Stones concerts that have been here in the New York area, and he's been
Hmm.
taking videos. The man is 81. The
God
man
bless
is
him.
jumping around the stage like he's
Well,
40. I mean, they showed him in rehearsal warming up. I was I was like,
He's amazing.
what are they? I mean, is he getting like one of those blood infusions? You know, like Shatner is, and Cruise is probably.
Shannon,
I mean,
87 years old. He
he's
still looks
90.
great.
No, he's
He's 90?
90. He's over
Now he's not.
90. He might be
Who?
91 now. Shatner,
Oh,
William
Shatner. Yeah,
Shatner.
Shatner's in his not early 90s.
Yeah.
God bless
Um,
him.
But who's
it's.
amazing is also Mick Jagger.
I just said that.
Oh, I thought
But
you said Paul.
Mick
No,
Jagger is still running around like a
not
lunatic on stage and he's amazing. But Phil used
Shatner
to do
is
that till he got
93.
sick.
Who?
But Phil used to do that when he was young. He was before he got sick, before he had the
Yeah, he
stroke.
would
He
jump.
was jumping. He was
Yeah,
jumping around
he was in
singing
his
and
late 70s. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
Oh, your
he could
brother?
have he could have gone
yeah,
I
more,
thought,
but he didn't.
he is
um,
up there.
yeah, he's doing there. So let's get back to a song that words somehow get mispronounced, and
We
probably one
built
of the
this
biggest
city.
songs. No, The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. A
Okay,
wee
I mean
whack.
there was a whole discussion after Billy Joel and Jimmy Fallon did the whole song on the air,
Mm-hmm.
and they kept saying Weema Wep with a P.
I
Now,
know.
how in good conscience could Billy Joel and Jimmy Fallon not know, especially Billy
I
Joel, who's a
saw that.
Tokens fan? Like, are you kidding? So, I mean, this linguistic guy was trying to tell people, well, the P could come because of the way the
Mm-mm.
they said that the word "wimaway" in the original, the Tokens cut it off with a glottal stop. That means it wasn't released until the ah of the next "wimaway," so it was a "wimaway." So how does that result in a P sound?
A
It'd be
wee ma
going a
puh. A wee ma
"wimaway," a
puh.
"wim,"
Wee
a
ma
"wim."
puh.
Where's the pook coming from?
where's the book
I
coming
mean,
from, eh?
The
I
puppet.
mean,
That's
Like
my
a
question.
puppet.
The pupic.
I mean, it's his whole explanation, which I really don't buy, to
We,
tell you
we,
the
we got to
truth.
explain what the pupic is to an un-Jewish audience, but we'll explain it off camera.
The pupik. Okay, well, anyway. So to me, I mean, I mean, I know this guy's a linguistics, but I just,
No, wrong.
he keeps saying it's the glottal stop.
The glottal
And
stuff.
yeah, that you see, uh, one thing we do is words in an unreleased stop with consonants PT or K. We form our mouth for the relevant consonant stop and don't audibly release it. So
No, it's
I
wrong.
mean, he goes, now say a word, what, or stop, or quick, and see how much air you produce after
Quick.
the TPK. So I don't buy this. I don't
No,
get
I
it.
took diction lessons and that's 100%
I
wrong.
mean, I don't know what this guy was thinking. There's no P. So so we hear something like Wimwe ending in an unreleased glottal stop, which is not a word ending sound we're familiar with. It's really easy for us to mentally interpret that as ending is an unreleased P, which we hear all the time in English. Huh?
No,
So
no.
so those people are saying Wima Wep, Wima
Yeah.
Whack.
Wima
None of
weep,
that.
wima.
Whip.
Well,
We were
anyway, it's
whip.
it's more fun when we were kids or when I was a teenager when we just put these lyrics of songs that were very X-rated.
Yeah.
That's
X-rated.
what the parents used to say. And offhand, I can't think of it. I know there was one that we used to sing all the time and put in our own words, and again, it couldn't be played on radio.
Oh, well, I mean, you can
But
add
but now
a lot of
speaking of
things.
words, have you listened to some of the lyrics on the modern
Mm.
music? Yeah, the hip hop or
No, I
Well,
can't listen to most of it
some of
anymore.
the some of the language is really
Anti-women, anti-children,
yeah,
anti-everything.
and raunchy.
it's the raunchy isn't even, I mean, they just in the treatment, as you say, of groups of people, it's just like
Demigrate them. That's
yeah,
disgusting, a
they
lot of them.
denigrate people, they disrespect people.
But
I mean,
they
I
can't
would
play that on the
never.
regular radio, can they?
No,
Yeah, you can
but
play on Sirius radio. They play them.
but that's internet. You
That's
can say
internet.
anything on
Internet,
internet,
they,
but you can't say it on if you go to 100.7 or whatever. You can't say it on regular terrestrial radio,
well,
but you
speaking
can.
about that, I still get shocked when I'm listening to a movie on, one of the apps,
Mhm.
and the people are using, the F word.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, it's like nothing
it's
anymore.
like nothing. I
It's a
mean,
word.
and I'm not offended by it, when I, if I'm in the group and somebody uses that properly, not as an adjective, but I'm still, when I hear it I see it on television. It's sort
Mhm.
of, I'm taken aback because I'm not used to it growing up.
Because we didn't
Right.
listen to Girl, but now I listen to all these shows on the HBO and everything.
Yeah.
You're
F.
right. It's every word,
Yeah.
Well,
it's the F word.
even on like late night, or they say that on the Daily Show, they use the F word all the time and they beep it, but
You know what it
No, they're
is.
clearly
saying,
it's the F word. And same on Colbert, and they use the F word, and I mean not as much
but
as on
they
the Daily
beep it,
Show.
but still,
They bleep it, but you hear speaking of hearing a K, like the
you
linguistic
hear
guy said, you hear the
you hear
K,
the F.
but it ends with a K. It doesn't end with an H. So
Really?
yeah, I huh?
No, with P?
No,
Ba-
P,
ba- 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 ba-
papa, papa.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
tell you how
papa.
old I am. I remember reading the Naked. Have you ever read Norman Mailer's Naked and the Dead?
It
Yes,
sounds
I
familiar,
did
but I don't think
years
I've
ago.
read it.
And they're
Yes.
about soldiers in World War II,
Yes, I remember
and
that.
about and very fatalistic. From what I remember, they were taking this wounded soldier back,
Hmm.
when they were
Hmm.
taking care of him, and at the very end, he dies. But anyway, when they were
Thanks
using
for that.
when they were using the F word,
Wah,
they
wah,
would say
wah.
they were putting it down on the page. Fug that, FUG,
Yeah,
fug. They couldn't
Bug?
use the other word,
fa,
bug,
Fa.
FUG.
fa.
Well,
No, I'm
but the
just
king of
saying
Fa is
the
the
king of
king of
fa.
Fa
Mm.
Well,
because
right.
he's the
Oh,
Fa
hail the
and
mighty,
he's a
mighty
king.
fa.
He's a king.
He's a king.
The king of funk.
He's he's
No, he's the king
from
of
the
fa.
land. He's from the land of Fa,
Right,
and he's the king.
right. And
Okay.
they call him the mighty,
Uh,
mighty. You say fa,
Fa.
king.
Well, that's you say pajama, I say pajama, you say
And I say tomato, tomato.
tomato.
Well,
But they
anyway.
have other songs that everyone mixes up. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Now it goes, they're all saying, hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Oh, speaking of Tony Danza, we were
Yes.
in the city a few weeks ago down on 57th Street, and Tony Danza hailed a cab right in front of us with his partner or whoever she was. I don't know. And he was
Okay.
hailing a cab right in front of us.
Cool.
I mean, he was in our face in the window and he
Well,
was hailing a
He's a
cab.
lovely guy. He looks
well,
like a very
No,
nice
my
man.
Tony Danza story. Tony Danza lived up the block from me when I first moved when I bought my house in Sherman Oaks. And in the mornings, I would see him rollerblading, roller skating down the
mm-hmm.
street because he lived up the street, that was downhill. I used to see him every morning. This was before the earthquake. So it was the earthquake in 92 or 94?
Mean
As we call it,
the
the
Northridge
big one.
quake, the
And then
Northridge.
I think his house was
Yeah, I
destroyed. He
remember
moved.
that one.
Oh yeah, me too. We were there for the
Yes, we
aftershocks
were.
when we
But
did the
I had an
show.
interview. I had an interview with him for. I used to do the Harris Height show, and I interviewed him, and he was such a sweet guy.
Yeah, he was. He actually was close enough that he got in the door and he told the cab driver Brooklyn. He was going to Brooklyn from Central Park, 57th Street. So he was going, and he
Well,
was
that's
wearing
where
a
he's
t-shirt.
from.
He was also wearing
Yeah.
a t-shirt that said Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So
Well, hey,
I
God
didn't
bless
want to
him.
bother him or anything because New Yorkers don't bother people.
Well, yes,
Uh,
well, this New Yorker does.
I don't.
If someone's walking, I say, "Excuse me, aren't you?" And they'll say, "No, I'm not."
I would not have bothered him at all. Plus, it was a little dangerous because he was getting in a cab. The light was
No.
changing.
Well, if I
I
saw
thought,
you in the street, I would say, "Is your name
oh,
Maxine?"
are you the token sister?
Yeah, are
Because
you a
that's
token
who I
sister?
was until I got into high school. There was another, and that was the only name. People
Token
would call me
sister.
the token sister. through
I
from
yeah, I remember that, but I
not
never.
you and not my
Juliet,
initial
Not me.
friends,
I was a
but
token sister.
sister,
right, you're the token
and,
sister.
and how much was the token worth? For
15
those
cents.
No,
15?
no, no. It was
Yeah.
more than that in
15 cents when we were kids. I remember going on the bus to
not
All
middle
City College.
school.
Middle school
15.
was 20 cents. Then it went up to 25. Then it went to 35. Then it went to 50 cents. Then it went to $1. Then tokens disappeared. I had 15 cents. The little tiny tokens were 15 cents.
I have some tokens somewhere. But I found, my dad had some coins. I found a
All
coin from
right.
I found a
I
coin from
haven't
1888. Go ahead.
I have another song. Do you know the song Drift Away by Uncle Cracker from the 70s?
Mm-hmm.
How's it
Give me
go?
the beat. Give me the beat, boys, and free
Give
my
me my
soul.
soul. Wanna
And what do
get.
people usually sing?
Give me the beef. I don't know.
Give me the Beach Boys and free my soul.
What? Well,
Yeah, that's
to tell you the truth, the Beach Boys are terrific. So yeah, no, but that doesn't make any sense. Give me the Beach
If I knew
Boys.
we were doing this show, I had to take notes of songs that I remember, but I can't remember it offhand, the words.
Well,
Because
come back with it for next show. We'll start off with
we
a
were
few
supposed
for
to do
you
a show on
about
planned
cars.
obsolescence and
It's just,
cars and what
yeah,
well,
type
we'll
of
do cars next week.
yeah. And then we can sing, "Baby, you can drive my
Come
car."
on.
Is that real?
Beep,
No.
beep, 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 beep.
because
Beep.
I used to actually used was a Pontiac Bonneville
Oh,
Oh.
convertible
Ooh.
where
Bill,
you step your foot on the accelerator and you use 2 gallons worth of gas.
probably.
Oh, that's why I don't use those cars anymore.
No, but the good thing is my uncle owned a gas station and a repair shop.
Oh, well, that'll help.
So once a week I go, Uncle Ralph, hi, how you doing? And I'd fill up my car.
Good for you. Hey, it's good to have that. No, it's no problem. My brother had a really nice Pontiac Le Mans, with a white convertible roof, and it was fun to with him in the car. And then he was
Hmm.
getting a new car, and my cousin Steve was wanted the car, and I think he sold it to him for, or almost either gave or sold it to him for some ridiculously low number, like, oh, give me $100, you can have my car. And my cousin had it for like 2 days, and then it was totaled.
Oh yeah, you told me that
Phil
story.
was not. Phil wasn't happy. He wasn't happy.
Hmm.
His baby was wrecked, and he wasn't happy because you're
Well,
supposed to take
I
care of my
Remember that
car.
car.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it was still popular because I'm a bit older than you, but on Friday and Saturday night to drive down Kings Highway
Yeah, that was the
Yes.
thing.
from Coney Island Avenue to Ocean Avenue. That was a big
Well,
Yeah.
stretch. But
was that for looking
by
for girls? What were you
Dubrow's,
doing? Oh, Dubrows.
Two
Yeah, I remember.
brows. That was on Kings
we
Highway.
used
That
to
was on
we
King's
used to
Highway.
The
go right down
cafeteria.
and you had all the it was all the people there were like high school kids
Right.
from the 4 high schools around there, and on the other side of the street were the older people. They hung out by Dubrow's.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we went to Dubrows.
I know our parents used to
We used to go
go.
to, yes, we used to go to
Sometimes for
Sam Ash.
breakfast, even. Sam Ash closed.
I
Yes,
know.
Did you
Sam
know
Ash was the
that?
record store,
Yeah.
and the big clothing store was a place called Jimmy's.
Well, Sam Ash was also
Jimmy.
a music,
Yeah, music
And
selling
place.
music.
guitars
Yeah.
and drums and
But they had
everything.
sheet music and they
And
had, oh,
could you believe they closed? They closed.
yeah.
They're over 100 years old. They closed all
We
the
used to go
stores.
there every
Well,
time
it
we
was
went to
hard for
Kings
him.
Highway. We
It was
always
We'd
hard
went
for
go
to
get
Sam Ash to.
Sam
records.
Ash.
I
Yeah,
It was
remember
hard.
records,
going
and I got sheet music, all my sheet music there.
right, and I remember Mel getting who did the song "Lightning Striking
Lou
Again"?
Christie.
Christie,
Christie.
Lou
and
Christie.
so she loved that
No
song.
more.
She had to have the single, the 45. You know
Hmm.
the 45.
I remember that.
Well,
And they
Lou Christie
45s on
sang a lot
here.
of Italian songs, didn't he?
No,
Parodies.
Lou
Is I'm
Christie?
thinking
no,
No.
no. He had that high. He always wore a powdered blue jumpsuit.
maybe I'm thinking
Lightning
Louis Prima.
Louis
striking
Prima.
again. Yes, that was Louis
Mickey
Prima,
Smith.
not
That's
Chris. No, Christy. He was good looking. Is he
he was
still?
good looking.
He's still around, eh?
I
Hope
think
so.
so, but
Well,
Speaking of not around,
he was very cute.
this morning, Jerry West passed away, 86 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, well,
and Bill Walton like last
Oh,
week.
Bill Walton,
last week,
last week or 2
yes.
weeks ago.
Yeah, so I remember him
Yeah.
very well. He was really good ball.
Well,
Both of them excellent.
if you were a New York Knicks fan, there was a shot that Jerry West made. I forget the playoffs in 62, 63. It was in Madison Square Garden, and I think it was in the Garden, and the Celtics were down by 2 points with like about 2, 3 seconds left,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
and they had the ball, and Bill Walton has it. It's like about past half court. It's like he's about 3/4, just a quarter into the court, and he flings a shot, and it goes in,
Oh boy. That's a
and the
shot.
game is tied, and they go into overtime. In
Wow.
today's basketball, it would be a 3-pointer, but in those days, it was only a
Yeah.
2-pointer.
Right,
I'm
right.
not sure, but I believe they lost the Knicks won anyway.
Oh, well, I don't
But
know.
if we have basketball fans out there, let me know whether it's true or not.
I do not know. I would not have
It's
been.
yeah, go to
My
Malcolm
parents were
Berman at
Knicks
gmail.com.
fans. My parents were Knicks fans, and in '69, when they had that incredible run and they won championship, they would
Mm-hmm.
watch the games, which were at night because when they played in LA against the Lakers, the game starts at 10, 11 o'clock. And they figured even if they're screaming, it wouldn't bother me because I'm up watching Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson.
You little idiot, like go to sleep. And I finally fell asleep. But then one night they were like screaming. My mother liked basketball and she actually liked to play and liked to throw it into the basket, which was to me, I never really saw her do sports because me and Phil love sports more. I mean, Mitch liked to watch it more than play it. But
Yeah.
later on, he played softball when he was out in California. And he was on a team, Gary Marshall's team, when they played softball, and they won a championship. And Mitch got it.
Yes, I remember
They
that.
played at Malibu.
He got a championship jacket. Mitch finally got one. He's like 64 or something. He gets it. Phil was beaming. Mitch, you want a jacket? He can never get him to play sports. It was like,
Which reminds me of the first baseball glove that I bought. First baseball glove that I owned. I was 61.
Ooh.
what? Why?
I never owned a baseball glove as a kid. We didn't have the money.
Did you play ball? I guess you didn't play ball. How do you
I
play
used to play baseball.
hardball?
I used to play with borrowed gloves.
Oh, okay.
And
That
then
makes
when I
sense.
got
I'm like,
enough
I couldn't
money,
imagine using your bare hands.
yeah,
It's
then,
like,
then when I had, and I started earning my own money, I
you
wasn't
didn't
playing
put,
baseball. But then when my kids started playing Little League,
then you had to buy a
then I had to
glove.
have a glove.
Yep. That'll do it. The kids will make you buy everything.
Yeah, that was the
So,
first baseball glove, and they looked at me like, "What are you talking about? We've had baseball gloves since we're 5 years old."
right, exactly. I have
Ah,
I have a lot of baseball gloves around
yeah, I
here.
didn't play baseball or
You know,
softball.
I
I
played
fenced.
softball. I played
I had a
softball
sword.
and I played in
Yeah.
high school. I played on the Lincoln High School
Yes, you
women's
did.
softball team, and we got into the championship against New Dorp in Staten Island,
Down
and we
there.
lost to them by 2 runs. And that's when the shortstop took my knee out.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that? Mm-hmm. You wondered why I was gimpy. It's because of the softball game.
Oh yeah, that's her other name, everyone. Gimpy.
Oh, stop it. What do you call me, Shrimpy and Gimpy? Thank you so much.
Oh, Shrimpy
Thank you,
Gimpy.
everybody. Now the nicknames are coming out, and I have 2 words for you.
Uh,
Gafa. So,
That,
go ahead.
that's
but any other song you can remember that's
I can't.
before we go?
I remember we used to do parodies of all these songs.
On
Right.
top of all,
Mhm.
on top of Smoky, we
Smokey,
used to go on top of
all
me,
covered with
Smoky
blank.
with me. Oh, we used to do on top of all meatballs, all covered with
Covered with cheese.
cheese.
Yeah.
I lost
Mm-hmm.
my
Yeah,
poor meatball when
Oh, when
somebody
somebody
sneezed.
sneezed,
yeah,
it
but
rolled on the
as
table and onto
And
the
onto the
floor.
floor,
And then my poor meatball rolled out of the
rolled out of the
door.
door.
as boys, we would put other words in that was sort of cruder.
Yeah,
No,
well, boys
we
will be
didn't do
boys.
that. I don't
We
remember ever doing that.
being crude.
Yeah.
We never really cursed either.
No,
No,
we
we never
cursed
cursed.
and
We
we
never
would
cursed till
snicker.
we were like older and like we couldn't take
When
anymore.
my father died, I was never allowed to curse. I yelled
Shoot.
Shinola
Shoot.
at your house, Shinola at your
Yeah.
house. And your
Yeah.
dad turned around to me. He goes to me, if your father heard that,
Yeah.
he would be so angry. I said, but you, Maxine never goes, you're not allowed to curse. And I went, ooh, 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 ooh.
Yep. Well,
I'll never forget that.
Those were the days.
my dad was channeling your dad then. It's like no cursing.
Those
But
were the
now,
days, my
but
friend.
that's my mom was not that way.
No, I know that.
Mommy would drop the F-bombs and we would hear it and we would go, whatever. As
That's
long as
mom.
Daddy-O's not home, I do what I want. Daddy-O's not home, I'm putting up bacon and eggs. Like, that's my
In
mom.
a kosher house.
Right, exactly. So,
Or they
but
come to my
anyway,
house for that.
yeah.
You're
All
gonna
right.
come on to my house. I'm going to make you. What was
Candy,
it?
come on to my house,
Chicken
come
soup?
on to my house.
I don't know.
I'm
But
going, yeah,
anyway,
and Rosemary Clooney.
yeah. I hate to say this, but we might have to cut it a couple of minutes because I gotta drive to an appointment.
Well,
So
Okay.
I hate to
Just
tell you
in
that
case
my
if
beeper
there's a
just went
bad
off.
moon rising.
We just
What?
did 30 minutes.
Really?
Okay.
There you go.
So just in case you see a bad moon rising on the way and you have to go to the bathroom,
Don't
there's a
go out tonight.
bathroom on the right. No, there's a bathroom. There's a
The
bathroom on the
on
right.
That's a good one.
I'm
That's a good
sure.
one. There's a bathroom on the right.
Okay, if
Oh
you
God.
want parodies of songs, again, I'm trying to think of the play.
There's a play.
There's a play about the change of life,
Oh, menopause.
menopause, and they do great parodies, and they have these, I think, 4 or
I
5
have to go
women
see that.
who are fantastic. When
Yeah,
I
I don't
saw
know
them
where
in
it's
Vegas,
playing, but I really would like to see it with you.
they have fantastic
Yes,
voices.
I want to see it. That was in Vegas.
Yeah, it's in Vegas. I think it's constantly
It
in
was in New
Vegas.
York for a while.
I know.
The era off Broadway on in the 40s.
Yeah, it tours all over. Just keep your eye on it because I think it's every place.
Can
Right.
can I end with one song?
Yeah,
Sure.
go.
Billy Joel, we didn't start the fire. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning, said the worst attorney.
Well, the worst. Oh my God, that is ridiculous. That
Guys,
is
with that note,
ridiculous.
you
All right, I'm
All
peacing
the
you
out,
have a
people.
dentist. Good luck.
news
Carrie.
the
We'll talk about attorneys next week.
Shoes.
No,
No
we'll talk about
attorneys. We're talking
dentists,
about cars.
and we'll talk about dentists.
Yeah, we'll see if I'm going to need a crown. Crown me.
Feel
Bye.
better. I hope
You
not.
become a queen.
Peace
Bye.
out. Ciao.
Peace out, Maine. On a
King
bun.
of. King of.